So I guess many of you have heard about this whole Angus T. Jones thing about him saying that Two and a Half Men is filth, and then later on saying that he's backtracking this, saying that the show is fine and all that, and really because he has a 1 year in his contract left, and he's getting paid $3,500 to appear in the show. Many people aren't really looking at the story very well. They're not looking at the story very well because, he said some things. He said that Two and a Half Men is filth. And that, it's immoral and all that. But I don't think he's relevant. I don't think he's important to the story. Strangely enough. It's about him saying all these things and, what he believes and all that. But I think he's not that important to the story because, I think you have to look at it from the long term. This guy, he's around my age, so, I can't really call him a kid. It seems to have the idea that he has like I said, he has 1 year left in his contract, and what does it matter? I'm gonna bet you this. The most likely thing that's gonna happen is that he's probably just gonna disappear. And if he says it's true, it's most likely he will disappear. And we'll never hear from him again. But I think what's important is the people behind him, which was, the group Forerunner Chronicles, which is a right-wing evangelical Christian group who do the usual Christian bullshit. Not Christian. Well, yeah, Christian is part of the religion, though. They have some certain double standards, but the usual crap. I think we should be more worried about them than what some, soon-to-be has-been does. Whatever Angus T. whatever. Whatever Angus does doesn't matter. Whatever he says doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. He's irrelevant. And he's not important. I think we should be paying more attention to these groups, not just Forerunner Chronicles, but the American Family Association, Family Research Council, all these groups who have major influence in our politics. They give massive donations to politicians. Not where I live, not in California, but in a lot of areas, especially red states. Politicians cannot survive without the backing of these groups. You cannot get elected without their backing, and they will run against you. And they are very well funded, very well organized groups who still have a lot of influence in our politics. And yes, eventually, I think those groups will end up like the KKK. They will be seen as irrelevant, as relic from the past. The KKK used to have a lot of influence in our politics. They don't anymore, but that's because we grew out of it. But these groups, the Family Research Council, American Family Association, whatever, these groups will most likely still exist 60 years from now, 50 years from now. But they're just going to be seen as fringe groups. But they're not going to go away as long as we don't as long as we don't hold these groups accountable. We're holding their spokespeople accountable, which is okay. But, I mean, is Angus really that big of a star, really? Is he that big of a celebrity? Is he that big of an actor to really put attention to him? To attack him? No, he's not worth it. He's a runt. He's worthless. He's not someone worth attacking. He's not someone worth attacking. The ones who are worth attacking are the people who give him the spotlight. And who the fuck cares that he found Jesus? The man who died and rose from the dead 3 days later. So he believes in a magic zombie that went flying to the sky. Who cares? I mean, from what we're doing right now, he's not doing anything bad. I mean, part of the video was that he was shaming people. But from the looks of it, and you could look at the face of the guy next to him, the guy was just smiling and, just letting the dumb puppet say what he must say. So he was like, yeah, say that. Say that. Yeah. He's not relevant. He doesn't matter. So, I mean, why pay attention to him? We should be paying attention to these groups. And the sooner we pay attention to these groups, the sooner they'll go away. And the sooner we'll progress as a species. We're not gonna... as long as these people have influence in our politics, and it's not just social issues, mind you. It's not just gay marriage or abortion. They get into other facets of politics as well. They get into the economical things. They get into money. They want, because there is a marriage between the Christian right. I'm not going to call them the religious right because they don't include every religion. But the Christian right and corporate America. And corporate America will help the Christian right. They'll help the Christian right. And they will say, well, we have the money to back you up. And we want, as long as you turn these people into sheep, we'll help you out so they can buy our products. It's a mutual thing. And, they're also anti-environmental. Why is that? Well, I would like to think it's for complicated reasons. One of them is that, again, they want to help corporations like the oil companies, let them pollute however they want without consequences. But then there are those people who legitimately believe that it doesn't matter if we pollute or not. Jesus is coming back soon. That's how it is. So it's not just social issues. It's not about social issues that you have to worry about these people, these crazy fucks who, want to control your lives and what you do in your personal life, who they literally believe that you have no right to privacy, and they want to, they want you to suffer with a bad environment, bad wages, and really not a lot of workers' rights. So that's why it's a problem. That's why Angus shouldn't be the one you should be attacking. You shouldn't be attacking this guy. Why? I mean, why would he be a target? I mean, he's gonna be irrelevant when his contract expires, when he leaves the show. Because if he really means what he says, that 2.5 Men is filth, if he really believes that, he'll let his contract expire. He'll leave. That'll probably be the end of the show because he is the half man, or was, or whatever. But he'll leave the show, and he'll probably not get any other job. And you know what? If he really believes this bullshit, I will bet you 20 years from now, he will become somewhat relevant. But like Kirk Cameron. Kirk Cameron, when he was in Growing Pains, he supposedly wanted to change some things and fired this one girl for appearing in Playboy or whatever. People will not want to hire him because he's a fucking pain. And he'll be around. He'll be in little Christian movies, and he'll probably team up with some idiot to promote creationism. Or from what I'm hearing in the future, they'll teach godly math or whatever. And no, I'm not making that up. There are some evangelicals that want to change math to a more godly thing. Yeah. Yes, because Yahweh definitely knows what pi is, since he thinks that pi is a round number. So yeah, it'll probably end up like that. Just fuck these groups. These groups shouldn't be, we should stop letting them have influence on us. And when we stand up, if we stand up, they can't beat us. And this isn't just for atheists, but for everyone else, because it isn't just about, atheists or whatever. It's about everyone. Everyone is affected by it. And if you don't realize that, if you don't think you won't be affected by it, then you're an idiot.